Do that some more. God, that pussy feels good. Put it in my man room.
Alright, welcome back to the Banter Bar. We're doing something different this time. I'm Joseph.
I'm Rayburn.
And we're going to try some sodas.
Let's get into it.
Which side should we start on?
Why don't we start with the A&W?
Alright.
Alright, so
Let's do it.
do you want to crack this open? And I'll read the question?
Yeah, that's fine.
What Disney film have you never gotten into? Now, not to get too far into this, I already don't have high hopes for A&W because I've never been a root beer girl. I've almost gotten disowned from my family for that particular reason because they're all A&W people. But this is zero sugar, so I might end up liking it.
Oh, wow. I can't do non-sugar. This is the IPA of sodas. All of these.
This is going to be
I know where.
a really hard episode for you because there's no sugar here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is root beer. It's not as bad, but it's definitely got like that molasses taste that I don't dig on too much. So it's not one of my favorites.
It's probably going to be the best one for me.
Okay.
Because, like you said, it is root beer. So it's still got that root beer flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You can just taste that fakeness to it. The not real, sugar.
I have a feeling you're going to say that multiple times. I'm going to say it's decent. I probably would drink the zero sugar root beer over the regular sugar. So it's not too bad. So I'm going to give it a 5.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Okay.
I'll go with a 5.
So, one Disney movie that you never got into.
Pocahontas.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Oddly enough, Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's not one of those that's real high up there for me. And I'm a Disney fanatic. So, Hunchback of Notre Dame, I really couldn't tell you hardly any song.
Well, I do have a question.
Okay.
Is it Notre Dame or is it Notre Dame?
I always say Hunchback of Notre Dame. Do you say Notre Dame?
No, I mean, I've said the same.
Okay.
I've heard so many people call it Notre Dame.
Okay.
And so I was just, oh no, it's curiosity if you know.
So it's the Doms versus the Dames. Unfortunately, we're Doms.
Well, it's Notre, and then there's people that say Notre. Like Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame.
Right.
Okay. So are you Notre Dame or Notre Dame's?
Yes.
I got it. All right. Let's move on. Diet Pepsi, caffeine free. You want to read the question on this one?
Yeah. What's a good reason to not vote?
Oh, God. I love that these questions are random, but I also hate that these questions are random. All right. Some Diet Pepsi.
Right. Oh, by the way, well, this one's pretty cold.
Yeah.
But this one
these
wasn't
have not
as
been
cold.
chilled, really.
Yeah, they're not like super duper cold, but they're not warm either.
Yeah.
So
If you notice,
we're not in Texas.
we are not in Texas.
All right, let's try this one.
Thumbs up. Okay. All right, I've always said this about, see, there's a difference. I usually get the Pepsi in the silver can. I don't know if that is any different than the white, but there's something about Diet Pepsi. At the end of it, I don't know if it's the aspartame, but it always tastes like dirt to me. I like Pepsi, but when you start getting into the diet stuff, it tastes like dirt.
Yeah, again, it tastes like Pepsi, but very watery.
Lackluster Pepsi.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like if you left a Pepsi in the car for a few days, this is what I'd imagine it would taste like. It's not like super bad. It's just like a super flat Pepsi.
I'm more apt to drink this than I am the root beer on any given occasion because, like I said, there's still something about root beer that just doesn't dig with me. So I'm going to give this a 6. It's good. It's not fantastic in ways of zero sugar sodas.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3. It was just a bit unpleasant. The taste I don't really like.
Okay, so I completely forgot the question, so I'm going to reread it. What's a good reason not to vote?
For me, it's the whole getting into the political circle of life and all this and that. I just want to live. It's that simple. And it doesn't totally make a difference for me, I guess.
My answer's kind of simple, kind of bouncing off of you. Don't vote if you don't care. I always want to encourage people to vote because in my eyes, if you don't vote, you don't really have a reason to bitch because you did not exercise your right to vote and your choice, regardless of who you voted for won or didn't win. At least you exercised your opinion. But if you honestly do not care, have no qualms about who is elected into any office, maybe don't vote. Because you're already going into it with kind of a misguided reason to vote. So.
So we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Canada Dry.
I have some thoughts on this one.
0 sugar.
Is every human life precious? Canada Dry, 0 sugar, is my favorite. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I buy it all the time. I love ginger ale, but ever since recently, I have stopped really drinking sodas with sugar. The very rare occasion I drink soda that has sugar in it, for the most part, I stay 0 sugar. And Canada Dry is always in my fridge. So, this is like another day for me. For me, it's Sprite, kind of florally Sprite, because ginger's kind of florally, if you've ever had, like, fresh ginger with, like, sushi. But it's not as strong. Sprite will kick you in the face with the citrus.
Yeah, I don't get I get the Sprite thing. I don't get the floral thing. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not tasting any type of floral. Sprite, I can see, but it's definitely different.
Hold up, Flower Boy.
Sprite.
Does it taste flowers? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't taste flowers. That one confuses me.
It's confused.
I'll go with 4. It's forgettable.
And I would say probably an 8, maybe closer to a 9. But I don't think that any soda is really flawless or near perfect. I'm going to go ahead and give this one an 8. It's easy to pick up. It's easy to drink. And like I said, it's something that I go back to every time. So, 8 for me. Is all human life precious? See, that's a hard one because I'm trying to put like myself in the mindset of people that can do terrible things to children and elderly people and, just terrible things in general. And I have to think, do I think that the fact that they're alive is precious even though they're on this earth and they're doing terrible things to other people? It's hard because I want to say yes, but sometimes, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard to say if human life is precious when humans can be the biggest monsters on the planet.
I don't know, I think treat life like it's precious.
Yeah.
Your life is precious.
I think living it, you should treat it as like, life's not promised to you, like make the most of it sort of thing. The world doesn't owe you anything really. But yeah, I think it's a hard question to answer, and I don't think there's any right answer to answer that question. So.
Yeah. All right. So moving on again. Diet Coke, caffeine free.
What's something you once thought would be a bigger part of adult life than it is? Be ready to be disappointed. Your childhood dreams aren't always what they work out to be.
Yeah. Just real quick. So, this is like weird because it's my first episode back in a long time, so I'm still gonna be.
And you're with me.
And yeah, and then when somebody told me they put me with her.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do this." And it's probably gonna turn out like total trash for me. So
I think you're not giving us enough credit. Speaking of trash, Diet Coke is garbage, in my opinion. Coke is better. Regular Coke is better than regular Pepsi for me. But Diet Coke is trash compared to Diet Pepsi.
Well, the thing I can't do with Coke, I'm not a big Diet Coke drinker. My wife is. Well, she switches back and forth, Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper. So I got to where I could drink it, like, a little bit, like I just need something to drink. It's not, like, super bad. But I do prefer Diet Dr. Pepper over Diet Coke from the past. But the weird But the weird thing about Coke is it gives me massive heartburn.
Did you see what it just did to me?
Yeah.
I haven't, like, burped on any of these. Ugh. Yeah, it's... Take what I said about Pepsi and say there's like an aftertaste of dirt. There's like nothing but dirt for me here. It's just...
I don't get a dirt taste.
Dirt taste. I would say it's unpleasant. I would give it a 3. And usually I'm pretty optimistic, but I will pick up this one. We haven't gotten to these yet, but I will not buy a Diet Coke. Anyway, now I can't remember our question. Oh, what in adult life, what's something you once thought would be a bigger part of adult life than it is?
That's weird. I don't know.
I would say I thought I was going to have more ability to buy things that I really want to buy.
Well,
because
yeah.
As an adult, you have to realize that there are priorities. There's the needs versus the wants. And nobody tells you when you're a kid, your needs are going to outweigh your wants significantly. You can still buy your wants, but that comes after your needs. So.
Yeah. It's just when I was a kid, I never factored money into anything.
You have no concept of it.
Right. I thought, I want that, I pointed at it, I got it, that's it. Like, I thought that's how my adult life would be. I was going to go to the store and be like, I want that, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to take it home.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the biggest disappointment for me. And what they don't tell you is, once you get money, you have to fight really hard to keep it. Because every time you turn around, somebody's asking you for more of it, and when you get done at the end of the day, you're like, shit, I don't have any left to give anybody else. Guess I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
Which 9 times out of 10, you don't really want to be there, so.
Yeah,
adulting. What do you think?
Nobody likes the way they sound.
No.
It took me forever to get used to that, listening to these videos be edited or, done, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Well,
it's terrible, but you get used to it.
Joseph's been on mine and Shane's podcast, Rated Radio podcast. You kept saying that during the episode, man, fuck, I don't like the way I sound. And then here he is in front of everybody, not giving a shit about the way he sounds.
Yeah.
He's just here to drink.
We're Yeah, soda system.
Soda system. We're keeping it sober.
So I'll read this question, I guess. How many times have you been to a strip club?
Alright. This is Sprite's Zero Sugar, Lemon Lime. I mean, isn't all Sprite lemon lime? No? I mean, they have some flavors.
Sure.
They got some flavors out there.
Yeah, I don't. Dr. Pepper, that's my go-to.
Okay.
That's my thing, Dr. Pepper.
I feel like they knew. That's why they said it in front of. He literally.
23 flavors.
No. Show the people. So we have diet.
Yes.
And then we have regular. He's getting his sugar fix.
What the fuck?
I'm over here rocking a vodka cranberry. Yeah, and he's over here sipping fucking regular Dr. Pepper.
Yes. And did we? Oh my god, see, I'm terrible at this. We rated this one, right?
Yeah, I said it was unpleasant. I gave it a 3. I don't know what you give it.
I don't know.
If you could pull a number, can you remember what it tastes like?
That one
Yeah.
in particular, 3.
Okay, so we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I didn't get the dirt taste. You poured this already, right?
Yeah, I got it.
I can't even keep up. Can't keep up.
We're drinking.
We're vacationing. So I'm like stuck in vacation mode. We got people upstairs jumping and partying and
screaming.
Hot tubbing. And
yeah.
I was expecting something totally different, I guess, because I get Sprite.
Yeah.
It's definitely Sprite.
Yeah, the amount of carbonation in Sprite, that's the thing that always really punches me in the face. I love...
Well, I think that's what's not in this for me.
Really?
I think it's not as... It doesn't... I don't...
It falls flat? Like
Yeah, I don't... It's not the carbonation in it. Like...
Okay.
Yeah, like, it doesn't... Because I know what you mean. Like, if I open a Sprite and I gotta... Sometimes I make it...
Yeah.
Like...
Like you get your nose close enough and you're like...
It, like, hits you in the face. But this is not that way. It's just like a smooth Sprite.
I would take Sprite over root beer, because again, root beer. But it's not anything crazy. I would say it's a 6. It's good. Not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
I would go with a 5. It's decent.
Okay.
Most of these probably aren't going to go over a 5 for me because...
Again, no sugar.
Yeah, it's not my... I'm a sugar person. Like, I'm the type... Bowl of Frosted Flakes, can't see them because you dump so much. And people are always like, Frosted Flakes are already sugary. I'm like, no, I dump the whole... Like, you cannot see the Frosted Flakes. It's all sugar. Then I dump the milk in, and then I mix up the sugar, so then I get the Frosted Flakes, and I scrape the bottom of the sugar.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah.
I would die. See, maybe it's, I don't know. I used to drink, like, sugary drinks, like I said, but, all the sugar in the bottom of the bowl.
Yes, I'm a sugar person.
Like, you could fucking spackle your house with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I'm talking teaspoonfuls of sugar and milk. Alright, so how many times have you been to a strip club?
Are you ready for this answer?
Yes.
Fucking 0, boy.
Okay.
Never been.
I was getting ready to say male or female.
No.
But,
doesn't matter. Haven't gone.
Loser.
Yeah. Hi, Shane.
Yeah.
Can I guess? You?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna say male or female. Okay. Never mind. Female, and I'm gonna say 3 times.
No. They were female, but it was only 1 time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My wife, Katie, for those of you who may watch that don't know, that's my wife. It was my birthday. I think my 21st birthday, actually. And Al, he's been on the show. Well, Katie's been on the show too. But he came over and he handed me a bottle of liquor. Katie gave me a birthday card, and I opened it up, and a ton of ones fell out of it. It was just, there were ones everywhere. And I was like, what's going on? She's like, you need to take a shower, you're going to the strip club. And I was like, what? Cool. She's like, Al's taking you to the strip club. So yeah, we ended up at clubhouse in Dallas, which was an awesome experience. But, you know, it was just a one-time kind of experience thing. It was super fun. But
how would you have felt?
that's it.
Super cool, by the way. Katie's most wives or your girlfriend at the time. Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah, we weren't married yet.
Okay, so super cool. Most women won't do that for their spouses, but would you have enjoyed if she would have tagged along? Because the rumor is, if you bring your wife, the strippers, female strippers, will get way more friendlier with them than they would you.
Well, yeah. But my thing is, I don't mind, because I'm big into, like, do what you want to do. Like, you know, if my wife's like, oh, well, do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Or do you want me? It's like, I want you to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, like, if she wanted to tag along, I would be like, no way.
You're not allowed to.
I don't want you coming. You're going to ruin my time. But if she, you know, wanted to, then I'm cool with that, too.
Yeah. I don't dig on the whole, I allow my spouse to, I say that they can go do something. I mean, you've known Blue long enough. You've known me long enough. We're pretty independent. You and Katie are the same way. They're kind of just do you, whether it's together or apart. You with Katie is no different than you without Katie.
Right.
So.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Caffeine free.
Now you have to do a side by side.
Side by side.
You got to do the diet, and then you got to do the regular.
Oh, well, yeah, that's going to be easy.
Yeah, you got to do it side by side. Okay, if you were going to spray paint something on a train car, what would it be? Very bubbly. They got the 23 flavors. I guess you can't put 23 flavors in the diet stuff, because one of the flavors is sugar.
Yeah.
You can't put 23 flavors in here.
Is it?
I'm sure.
This is my thing. Because, I don't know, I've never looked it up, but is one of the flavors cinnamon?
Yeah. They say there is a mixture of 2 sodas. If you mix them together, I can't remember what it is. Do you have any idea?
I always pick up cherry when I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is the rumor that's floating around on the internet. I remembered it. If you mixed Coke and root beer, it's supposed to give you Dr. Pepper. I don't know if we should test that with the diet, but that's what they say, because there's a little bit of like that molassesy flavor in Dr. Pepper, and they say if you mix the two, it's essentially Dr. Pepper.
Since you're back here,
Back to the Dr. Pepper, diet Dr. Pepper.
the taste is just, it's not there for me.
It almost gives you hope, because when you take a drink of it, you recognize some of the Dr. Pepper. My dad lived off Dr. Pepper. Like, I'm talking mountains of Dr. Pepper cans everywhere. But my favorite, ready for this, was when he used to put his cigarette butts in his Dr. Pepper cans and wouldn't tell anybody, and you'd take a big old swig of that shit. That's the best kind of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I've done that to myself.
God. There's just, it's not regular Dr. Pepper. For me, it's close, but Dr. Pepper, it's so strong.
I'm going to go with a 4 on that one, because I already forgot it.
I'd say it was decent. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. So. Oh, train car. What would you spray paint on the side of a train car? A dick. I mean, come on. It'd be a missed opportunity if I didn't. Everybody's doing it anyway. I wouldn't do my name, because a dick, probably. Or some sort of tree. I draw trees a lot, so.
A pee-pee tree.
A pee-pee. A tree full of dicks. That's what I would spray paint on the side of a train car.
I don't know. I just write Folsom Prison Blues on it or something. Screw it.
What was the
Johnny
name?
Cash song. Or, better, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Bam! Hopefully I got the time to write that out, though, enough spray paint. Maybe I write small enough. Alright, so that's it. I'm out.
Do you remember which one was your favorite?
Yeah, this one.
I'm gonna stay right at home, right here. This is always gonna be my favorite. So.
All right. Well, that's this one. On to the next one. This was awkward, but fun.
Well, thanks a lot.
I'll just leave you a little sip in case you want to go
I
back.
appreciate the sip. I think I could drink quite a bit of this.
I just want to see how it feels in my mouth.
I guess we'll see you next time.
On the banter bar.
Hola. I wasn't here, so there was a little confusion as to whether or not everything got rated. So I'm gonna rate real fast.
Everything got rated, fucking weirdo.
We'll talk about the one that I didn't know.
I think you did read it.
6.
Lightning round.
By the way, sure it was mentioned, all caffeine free, all diet, so no sugar. They do still have salt though, if that concerns you. Fucking 9.
That looks like beer from here.
This?
Yeah.
I think it kind of mixed a little bit with that, with this. 6. God, I really don't like that. It's not like, I don't know. It's drinkable, but I'd rather have like RC Cola or something over this. That's the sad reality of Diet Coke. 4? Five. Seven.